It is 3 hours until Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker comes out. And I need to keep myself awake. I'm going to the midnight screening here in Australia. I'm exhausted already. But let's do some stuff. What are we going to make? After watching The Mandalorian, I did like this the sci-fi ship that was created. Yes, I did just delete the default cube and then delete it and then re-add it. Oh gosh. So I've kind of been meaning to do this. I do want to continue on with the other ship, but I think I might leave that for Sunday night. I just want to see how far we can go with this. And I kind of want to create some sort of some sort of space station for now, and this will be another asset for the short film that I'll be creating later on this year. And so at the moment I'm kind of just blocking stuff out. What is it gonna look like? I think just fluffing around. It's always good to block it out first. So welcome. Like I was just saying before, it's 3 hours till the new Star Wars film for us in Australia. I'm pumped. I gotta stay awake. Let's make something in Blender. So, just trying to, I kind of want to make a big space station. Let's just scale that up. And I think what we do is we will create a hangar bay. And that hangar bay will kind of go in there. I reckon that's too big. But let's bring it down maybe. G, Z. Oops. And I might do this. And so, this is what we're doing. Scale Y, size Y. No, this is what we want. Scale Y 0. I just want to make this actually. Scale Y 0. Scale Y 0. And then I can bring this G, bring it up. I think that's too high. I think that's too big. Scale Z, G, Z. And then I didn't even select all that. Let's grab these. E to extrude, and then this will be kind of our hangar bay, and there'll be a whole bunch of crud under here. I think what this needs as well, I'm just going to add a little bit more extra details, even though I am just blocking, but I think something needs to go there. I am a fan of this. Is kind of like a command center type situation. And probably what we'll do is GZ. So we're just blocking at the moment. Something like so. Hey, buddy. Welcome. So we're just working on creating a space station. I will be finishing off the other model hopefully on Sunday. It's just, as I was saying before, Star Wars is coming out in 3 hours. 3 hours, 3 minutes. So let's try and put something together, some sort of space station, something that resembles a space station. This will be for the animated short film. Let me just go File, Save As, and we'll save it in the directory with all the other stuff. If you're a Patreon on the $10 plan, you get all this. So we'll call this Sci-fi Space Station 3D. Shavers. I think that looks quite nice. But what are we actually going to do with it? I think for starters, let's go Shift A. Let's add in a cylinder. And we'll bring that over to... It's off kilter, but oh well. Let's go like this. And let's bring this probably about here. We'll scale that. And then this can be kind of like some sort of elevator type tube. Did I make that a little bit too long? I sure did. GZ. How many floors are we going to have? So maybe if we start pushing this out to scale. So that's a 2 meter cube. GZ. I want this to be GZ 3 meter cube. And let's all base this off this hangar bay. So if we're going... If we look at our door, so this is a 5 meter door. That's not what we want. We want a bigger door. So I'm going to go from the medium point. So we got 6 meters, 8. Well, that's 10 there. I reckon we can go a bit bigger. Let's go maybe like this. And so I'm just trying to get proportions right at the moment. And then that way, where's my cylinder? Here it is. Whoops, there's a cube in, oh, that's my scale. So now I've kind of got a scale of what this space station will be, what size it'll be. Let's go into the medium point. No. GY, put that back in the center. So about here, I'm gonna bring this cube to be about here. So that means now when I come in and let's delete, oops. Let's go edge loops. And then we can kind of estimate what 3 meters is about. One more. There we go. I think that's about it. Mind you, I've done that wrong. So let's undo all that. Let's actually delete that. Shift S. Let's create a new cylinder. G. Plop it in here. And then what I do is I create an elevator section, and then we'll use the array modifier. So scale Z 1.5, done. Let's just move that up to about here. Okay, so what is this elevator shaft going to look like? That's going to traverse the side. I want it traversing the sides. I think that'll be nice. Let's just move this off because we don't need that at the moment. What's a good way an elevator shaft would look like? Probably here and here. I'm just trying to think of the shopping center ones, but we kind of want something a little bit better than a shopping center. Elevator. So let's go, I'm going to do a loop cut in here, Control B. This can be kind of a flat section. Let's pick this one and that one, Control B. Oops, sorry. Let's pick the whole length and then do a Control B. And then we'll grab this section. Actually, no. Let's put an edge loop in here, edge loop in here. And then what I can do is grab this, GG. Actually, and we'll move this one over as well. What else? This one here, GG. And so what this is kind of giving it some extra corners, just a little bit of extra geometry. This one. There we go. And in here. Will this work? I don't know. Good thing about 3D modeling is we can press undo. All right, so we've got this kind of situation and I missed one. So let's go back into edit mode there. Let's select this, GG. There we go. And now we can grab this section. I can press C to do kind of like a selection tool like so. Yes. And then from here, what I might do is come down into individual origins. And then if I press E to extrude, it goes off the individual normals. So I'm going to go in a smidgen. No. No, I'm not that tired yet. Give me 2.5 hours, then we'll see what happens. And so let's just go smooth. Sorry, let's select everything. Let's go far out. Smooth, shade smooth. Looks like yuck. We come into object data, normals, auto smooth. Lovely. Let's select everything. Alt-M, merge by distance, and that's cleaned up 24 vertices, which is quite nice. So this is what we've kind of got at the moment. Good. I'm fairly chuffed with that. And then hopefully what we'll do is we'll come back later in and turn that into glass. I do want something here as well. Just going to grab this whole section, E to extrude, and then put it back in place. Shift S, Shift Z, so it scales only on the X and Y. There we go. Do we want to do that on the same on here? Nope. I'm going to go like so. Let's grab this, Control B, and then I'll grab these, GG, or not. I can just go GZ. There we go. E to extrude, S to scale, Shift Z, and it goes inside. And there we go. And what I might do is actually just push that in a smidgen as well. Here we are. We're about here. Let's go GY. And then when it comes time, if we want to do some animations, which we probably will, we can actually animate kind of like elevators going up and down within that tube. So let's go modifiers, array. Let's go on 1, GZ. Put that one in there. Let's bump up those numbers. There we go. How's that looking? GZ, bring that in there. And that's all we're going to be doing. We're going to kind of just be starting to expand what we're going to be creating slowly but surely. Let us work on the interior here. What I actually might do is, how I'm going to do this. Let's go select this edge. I'm going to press V to rip that edge. I'm going to scale these out a bit more. Scale Y to push them out. Nope, we got individual selections there. Medium point. Let's scale this out. I can even push this back in a bit, or not. GX. Let's push that out a little bit. GZ. So grab all that. Where are we? GZ. And then we will continue to push this all back. GX. And that's fine. It actually works kind of well because then we can set up like the elevator shaft that it works in here. Just for funsies, let's open up our other model, our bubble Sci-fi. Let me have a drink. Lovely. Hello. How are you doing? Good. That's nice. Let's turn all this on. I want to select this, Control G to create a new collection. And we'll call this the bubble ship. Shift S. And now if I go back into this file, now I want to link the data. I don't want to bring the ship itself into this project. I just want to be able to reference the ship. And we go collection, bubble ship. There we go. GX. Whoa. I made this hang up pretty big in comparison, but that's fine. I'm just going to kind of just put this around just as a reference point of this is the size that we're looking for. Yeah, cool beans. Let's Shift S that. All right. So from here, what am I modeling? Oh, so I'm just modeling up like a space station for animated short film that I'm creating. I got 2 hours and 52 minutes before Rise for Skywalker comes out. We're going to the midnight screening, and to keep me awake, I'm going to model something. When in doubt, model, I guess, is the motto. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be coming back on Sunday and trying to hopefully finish off these, the bubble ship, as I've called it. But for now, I'm just going to work on this. All right. So cool beans. This is kind of like the hangar bay. Let's grab this thing. Howdy, howdy. Welcome. All right. So this is what we're this is what we're going to be looking at. Let's have a look. What is the size of this? This will be kind of like our control center. Maybe I should make that a sphere. That would probably be better, wouldn't it? Let's delete those vertices. Let's go tab into edit mode. Let's go new mesh, cylinder, GZ, scale 1.5 on the Z axis. Now we know that's the 3 meter height of roughly what we're going to be going for. Let's make it 4 meters. Oh, scale 0.75 on the Z. Maths is bad. Shouldn't be. Scale 2. And hopefully, what's the height of this? Let's just do it this way. 70, 66. That's 4 meters. Okay. So from here, let's bring this down into the center and press scale, Shift Z. So it's, sorry. Yes, Shift Z is correct. So that it won't scale on the Z axis. And we're going to create something like this. And this will be kind of our viewing platform, our command thingamabobs, where everything happens from. So let's do some work on this. Let's grab. So we've got this box here. This isn't centered. How annoying. Okay, let's grab all this and this. Actually, let's do it like this. If I select this circle, I can go Shift S, cursor to selected. Now I can go into object mode. Object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. And now if I do Alt G, that's now in the center. Let's do this Alt G as well. And we'll reline everything up, which is fine by me. GZ, bring it about here. This one comes over here. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. GZ, bring those ships back down. Okay, so now let's come back into here and we've got everything in the center, which is what we want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all these windows here and let's go E to extrude, scale X0. And so hopefully from the inside, we've kind of got kind of like this lookout area, which then goes into a larger lookout area. I think that'll look quite nice. All right. So let's work solely on this. I'm going to hide all this stuff and let's get rid of this roof. Where are we going? Let's just go into side view, wireframe, press 1 for vertices. Do this, Shift D, Z, and I'm just going to move this up a little bit. Let's select all this, delete faces, and now we've got access into this central area. How are we going to have this looking? Let's go put in like so. What's this sitting? Okay, let's move this to 42. Ah, get stuffed. Let's grab all this. Let's move this to 42. This will be 42 plus 4, 46. And then we'll make this section here about 1 meter high, which is 43. There we go. From here, let's put in another meter at 45. So we've kind of got these 2 meter wide panes here. I want to do cool stuff. Let's do cool stuff, which I should always be doing cool stuff. Let's delete those faces on that. Delete vertices there. modifier. Let's go mirror modifier on the Y. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to come in and select these sections in here. Not that one. In here, in here. Let's just grab a whole bunch. What I'm going to do is Control B to do a bevel. Yes, and then we'll put a bevel about in here. Let's start grabbing some of these. GG. Can you go sideways? Are you going to go sideways for me? Oh, darn it. Let's try this way. GG. I hate you. GG. Let's move it across. About like this. Let's grab these. And I'm just going to kind of just slowly move these over. And what's going to happen is when it comes time to get rid of these windows, or we'll indent them in, they're going to kind of look like massive braces. So let's do that with a few of them. Let's leave this window as is. Whoa. So this effect is, you see quite prominently on Star Destroyers. GG. So I'm just kind of borrowing that. GG. Like so. Let's leave it like that. Let's bring this one in like so. So low. There we go. Cool bananas. And now, do I want to delete these faces? I shouldn't. What we'll do is grab these sections particularly. Shift D, P, separate by selection. And I'm going to grab these, G, Z, bring them up out of the way. So now when I come in and delete all this, delete faces. And so what are we looking at? We're looking at this. Lovely jubblies. Probably should do the same. Ow. Ow. We'll do the same over here quickly. So let's just do a few mouse wheel. Let's grab these. GG. 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 Let's go that way. Let's go this way. And like so. And so I should have done it like this earlier. Let's go into edge mode and we'll select all these. And then I can go Control B. Yeah. Yeah, should be right, mate. So we'll grab all these windows, delete faces. I'm actually going to clear these faces as well. I don't need them right now. Add modifier, solidify modifier. And because this is so big, let's go Control A, scale. Now we can go, look at that. And so now we've kind of got all those braces in there. Let's put on a bevel modifier in there as well, because we kind of want to round everything off. Bevel. Okay. I've downloaded 2.82, so things are a little bit different. No, I hate you. All right, fine. So we've got a problem somewhere. Oh, whatever that is. Shift N. What in earth is that? What have I done? Okay. Aha. Delete vertice. There we go. Lovely jubblies. Let's just give that like that. Ooh, spicy. Smooth. We've got angle. Why is it being a jerk? Shade smooth. There we go. All right. See, that's not too bad. I'm fairly chuffed with that. What are we at? 2 hours, 42 minutes before Star Wars starts. So this will be kind of the control center. which looks quite nice. What are we going to do? For now, I'm just going to go Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's go new plane, and I'm going to use this as a temporary floor. And then later on, we'll come back in and create that floor properly. What are we going to do? What is it going to look like in here? That is the question. Let's go Shift. Let's go here. Go right into the center. Shift S, cursor to selected. Shift A. Let's add in a cube. Let's go P, separate by selection, because I don't want it there. Get rid of all our modifiers. Bomp, 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 bomp. All right, cool beans. And so this would be, as we were saying already, this is going to be our kind of control center. We're not going to have 2 meter desks. We're going to go about 1 meter. Let's go 1.5 meters. Probably about here. Local on the Z. Global, local. I wonder why local's not working. So technically, oh, because the local's not there. Okay, object. Set origin to 3D cursor. Bam. And so now when we're in the local, Z is 0, and I wanted this to be about 1.5 high. That looks quite nice. Ooh, do we want a semicircle in there? What do you reckon? Should we do kind of like a semicircle control so there's plenty of people sitting there? Or do we have rows? We don't want rows. That's boring. Come on. Let's go Shift A. Let's add in a circle. I don't want 32 vertices. Let's bump that up to 128-ish. Yes, I'm a madman. And so we're going to have something like this. E. And let's bring that in. So about 1 meter of meter of desk space. Let's now select everything. E, Z, cool. 1.5. We're going to have about 1.5 meters high. Actually, no, if these are front desks, they shouldn't be so high. So GZ 0.5 minus. So they're all about 1 meter high. Let's go. Let's put an edge loop. Oops. Let's put an edge loop up the top. Actually, we'll go out a little bit more. Let's put an edge loop. No, here. Cool beans. Let's grab this. GZ. This is working. This is working. From here, let's put in an edge loop. I'll get stuffed. Put an edge loop. Nope. Fine. Solid. Let's put an edge loop about here. Control B to do a bevel. And all I'm going to do is select that bottom circle. Here, scale, Shift Z. So we only go along the X and the Y. Where are we going? About here. All right, so now we've kind of got this inner circle. U. Control L, hide. I don't need you right now. What's this thing? What on earth are you? Anyway. Okay. Cool beans. Let's come back into our circle. Lovely. And so we'll continue to block this, but I think here we should be able to start deleting some of these. And we actually, what we could even do is Shift D, scale it in. Or Alt S. No, that won't work. So what I was thinking is if we bring it in another layer, and then these desks will be, or monitors, whatever you want to call it, will be a little bit shorter. But if we bring it up 1 meter, let's grab a circle, Shift D to scale it. Let's go GZ and put it about there. Let's scale it out. Let's just make a quick, actually no, we'll bring it about here. E to extrude. Let's go GZ 0.5 0.25? What's an average step? No, it's like 100 mil. I don't want to put 100 steps, 10 steps. All right, look, let's just fluff it. Let's go G like this. Scale. E. Scale. And how far off are we? That's, whoa, that's pretty big. So let's maybe bring this down. GZ. So now we've got kind of 2 steps. Let's go Control L, GZ. Bring that about there. Cool beans. And scale. And so what we'll do is we will come in and start deleting certain portions of it. Maybe from here. Let's go kind of something like this. Shift S, cursor to selected. I think that's too many vertices for me now. So let's go another circle. Let's go into 32 and we can always subdivide afterwards. GZ. 2 hours, 36 minutes till Star Wars. E to extrude. E to extrude, right click to put that back in place. I'm going to scale that up. EZ. Okay. And so what we're going to be doing is kind of make maybe like a hollow type deck situation. And I'm just going to slowly kind of just manipulate it a little bit. And then this would be kind of the control, the navigation control of the station, I guess. We could say that. Look at that. That doesn't look too bad at all. GZ. If you guys have any suggestions, please do not hesitate to leave a comment. I do like that kind of bowl. That looks nice. E to extrude. And then E one more. And let's go Alt M into center. And then from here, we're going to kind of put in a icosphere of something. I mean, we could even, how big is this? Now, let's just have a quick squeeze. I want to grab this section, Control L, GZ. The floor is about there. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, that looks nice. And then I think we might just put some sideway desks or something else in these areas here. Maybe we even Shift Z, bring that in a bit. E to extrude, scale that in. And we'll put a face in there. Control L, GZ. Where is it? There it is. Cool beans. Let's just, for funsies, I'm just going to grab this. Let's create 2 materials. 1, 2. New. This would be the hollow light. And we can have a few of these. I'm just going to change this to emission. Let's click apply. I do like the good old fashioned blue light. 5. So if I now do Alt H. Oh, you're a jerk. And let's go. Okay, let's try and fix this. Alt H on this. Control LP, separate by selection. And bump, 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 bump. Mirror modifier. I can get rid of. Bevel, I can get rid of. Solidifier. Let's make that maybe a little bit shorter. Let's maybe select this circle. Shift S, cursor to selected. And what we'll do is we will scale it from there. Actually, grab everything and let's scale from there. And then this will kind of give us a roof to protect us from the elements. So something like that. Nice. E to extrude. I'm going to scale. Oops. Let's go back into medium point. Let's scale it in like so. Cool beans. Now let's do some cutting here. What? Ah, you're a jerk. So let's now, I'm just going to get rid of this cube here. Let's select this, Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's go cube, and let's scale this puppy up. GZ, scale that down a bit. GZ, there we go. Lovely jubblies. I'm going to put an edge loop about here, and then we're going to start cutting away a little bit of this square, even though I am still using this as a placeholder, so this is not what it's going to be like. Scale on the Y. Spicy. Okay, let's grab all these back faces here. E to extrude. E to extrude. Strudels. GZ. So it'll be something like that. Let's just go grab that. GZ. Cool beans. And now I can come in here and delete these faces in here. Delete faces. Maybe we should fix up this flooring business. Delete that. Come back in here. Let's duplicate this roof. Control L, Shift D, G, Z, P to separate by selection. Select this thing. Scale Z0 to bring it flat again. Let's bring that down. I'm going to select this circle. Whoa, settle down, sunshine. No, 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 no. Oh, thank goodness. Save. Save that puppy. Oh, gosh. I completely forgot I'm on the experimental build. That is not a smart option for doing something like this. Let's go 3D cursor. Let's select everything. Back into solid mode. Scale that in. There we go. GZ. Scale just out a smidgen. And now technically, Shift S. If I go into that, we can kind of see that amongst all the all this stuff, we can see that we've got the hologram, which I'm going to say is representing the solar system being projected in there. That's pretty cool beans. Let's leave that. Let's move on to another section now. Keep these windows. Yeah, let's just move them up. Get them out of the way. So from here, let's work on the roof maybe. How should we do the doors? Do we want the doors to be internal, like multiple doors, or we can have like a blast door coming from the top, but then that would kind of block that view. Or maybe we don't even have a door, and that's all kind of the, you know, we put in an edge loop here. Control B. Let's go back to medium point. You know, just add in that. Let's call it white light, assign emission, and we go about 2. And then if we come into here, we've kind of just got that. Oh, that's boring. Let's come into here. Let's turn on bloom, and now I've got some blooming effects. Some blooming effects. Oh, darn you children and your blooming effects. Maybe we just go like that. I want to do some stuff up the top here. So let's grab all this, Control B. I just want to put a bit of a bevel on here. This stuff here we need to work on quite a bit. We'll do a slight bevel on here. 2 hours, 27 minutes till the new Star Wars comes out here in Australia on the East Coast. Pretty chuffed, can't wait. Alright, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Help me get to 10,000 by the end of the year, which is 12 days. What am I on? 9,200-ish. Okay. So we've kind of, we're getting what we want. Now I'm just trying to think. Trying to think. So yes, we've got the main hangar bay that would like carry these small ships in. Has that got all the materials on it? Oh, that's why. We've got this hangar bay that would probably have smaller ships, or ever so slightly ships. But if we've got giant like frigates coming in, so maybe some sort of dock. How would we want to do that? Probably something along here. Shift S, cursor to world origin. Let's go. What are we going to do? Maybe just select something like this. Y. So let's go scale Z 1.5. And so this is going to be the height of our thing. Let's undo that, scale by 2. And then so this is kind of our 2 meter by, 4 meter by 4 meter walkway. And let's grab all these G, Y, bring that into that mesh. Oh geez, 3, G, Y, and something that hangs out like so. So we can have a massive, battleship, whatever, can come alongside and dock. We could even make it so it extends. So what I can do is go Shift D, and we can scale it on the Y a little bit. And then if it needs to kind of protrude, if you know what I mean. Let's go a little bit bigger. Shift D, G, Y, scale, Shift Y, scale. So something like that. And then obviously if it needs to come out further, it can extend like a telescope. That's not too bad. I'm fairly chuffed with that. From here, let's grab probably this face, actually this face here. G, Z, let's scale that like so. Scale that on the Y. G, let's rotate that in, and this is going to be kind of like almost as if it's a brace. So let's bring that all the way in. I don't think that's right. So maybe something like so. Shift D on the X-axis, put it in like so. Let's grab both of these. Shift D, Z, scale Z -1. We'll flip it around. G, Z. There we go. Definitely we've got to put more detail on that. But that's kind of, we're just filling in those spaces. What else can we do? I mean, do we want to put maybe like a little dock just on top here? Let's move along. Let's move down into here. So I'm going to say this is kind of maybe like the cruise quarters. So what we can do is shush phone. Let's just chuck that on the floor because that does not need to be there. Maybe what we can do is let's go back and go Shift A. Let's make a cube. And I'm going to keep that at the origin, GZ. And so what we're going to be doing is maybe make some variations of cabins that we can put around the base of the shaft. So at the moment we've got a 2x2, size by 2. We've got a 4x4. This space is a 4x4. We don't want it like that. Let's maybe extrude Y by 4 minus. So now we've got a 4x8, which is about the size of a shipping container. Well, actually, that's 3x3. That's fine. All right, let's go with that. And so from, actually, no. GZ -1. And there we go. So we've got a 4x8x3, which I think is plenty. And then from here, so we can start going how we want to make this. We're going to press I to do an inset. Scale Z, G, Z, put it up like so. I'm going to put in some edge loops in here. From here, I'm going to do Control B to put in a bevel. Let's select these, GZ. No, I said size Z to bring that section in like so. And when we come in and push this section in as if it's the glass, we'll put in bevels in the corner. From here, I think maybe we might put another window on this side as well. So we'll go I, scale Z, like so. Let's see if we can line them up. You're a jerk, I can't see. But if I press, no, oh, there it is. Oh, but it's not orthographic. So I can rotate 15 degrees, 45 degrees, I think it's 30 degrees by pressing numpad 4 and numpad 6, and you can go numpad 8, numpad 2. But what I wanted to do was to see if they're about the same size. They're about the same size, good enough. Let's do this. Oops, over here, let's grab, whoops, hit these two, Control B. Let's bring these in, scale Z. There we go, lovely. Let's grab this section, C and C, and we can do this all at once. We come into individual origins, E to extrude, and it's gone in. Cool beans. What can we do? Let's do, maybe, I'm just trying to think, what can we do? There's got to be stuff on the outside that we should probably have done. So maybe I shouldn't have done an inset. But we can do this. If I press Control numpad 7, got all that in the way. Let's go C. I'm going to, deselect everything, go C. Okay. Oh my goodness. GZ1, E to extrude Z1 minus. There we go. So now we've got this extra data down here to work, which is nice and square. Gee, that was a Mike Tyson moment. Let's put an edge loop here. Let's put an edge loop kind of around here. And I want to grab that. E to extrude, and we'll right click, put that back in place. Size, Shift Z, so it's only on the X and Y. Okay. So now we've kind of got this brace around the container. I think though, I want some kind of light coming off this. Like even like a small one, like here-ish or something. GZ, and it's going to pop that out like so. Let's go I again. And let's come into materials, double, white light, assign. Oop. Oh, should have saved. Do I have a sun lamp? Let's change this to sun. Whoa, jeez. Cheese and whiskers. And so I can kind of grab this. We can go assign. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But for now, let's leave that. Shift D. Let's put that in place. Let's go GZ. G. So obviously that's around the elevator, which is no good. So let's come into Shift S, cursor to world origin, and I'm going to rotate that around like so. Shift D, rotate. Let's do 180. Shift D, rotate 90. Shift D, rotate 45. And U, Shift D, rotate 22.5. And so now we've kind of got these apartments, I guess, if you want to call them, coming out off each section. Does that look good though, is the question. Because I mean, from here, I was planning on maybe we even duplicate it. Ooh. 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 Let's go add modifier, array, 1. Oh, you suck. Okay, let's not. So I was thinking maybe we can do kind of like it's offsetted around. How should I lay this out? Do I get rid of this cylinder and make it kind of just a bunch of squares put in randomly? Let me know. What do you guys think? But yeah, we've got these kind of odd cabins. They don't seem to work here, I don't think. I'm not too chuffed about it. 2 hours, 15 minutes to Star Wars. It's going to be great. It's going to be sick. Do I maybe... I do like the whole randomizing. Yeah. The funny thing is every time I want to do that, I have to go back and watch the tutorial that I've created. So, yes. Because I keep forgetting how to do it. So that tutorial was made for me because I keep forgetting on how to do it. But I kind of don't, Aitor, I don't want... It's too uniform. I was kind of thinking this would be like almost like a junkered type thing, but maybe that doesn't suit. Let's create another one. We'll create a different version. Actually, let's go delete that. Let's go Shift D, Z. Let's go different. So let's create the same thing. And what I'm going to do is, rather than trying to remember what sizes I had, I'm going to select the 8 corners, Control I, delete vertices. There we go. Face. Nope, do the bottom one first. All right, cool. Scale on, whoops, let's come over back into here, medium point scale on the X2. I want to have a bigger one. Maybe we scale on the Y 1.5. And then this could be, I think that might work well if I've got multiple different sizes. So if I do insert like so, let's do I to do an inset, I to do another inset, scale on the Z axis, GZ. Why not just put a mirror modifier in there? Let's select this. Come on, go all the way around. There's no face there. Delete, sorry, V to rip, Control L, delete vertices, and let's make that last face in there. Come over into the modifiers, mirror modifier, lovely jubblies. Control B. Let's try and match that window pattern that we've already started creating. Grab these, scale Z. Cool beans. I do think, now that I look at it, I reckon this edge here Control B. Yeah, that looks a bit better. So from here, let's go, I'm going to grab this section. Oh, not that section. E to extrude, bring that in. Let's put an edge loop here so that when I come in and bevel this area, Control B. There we go. And then what we can do is we'll break up these windows when it comes time to doing extra. Yeah, let's do it like that. We'll break up the windows. Let's go 3 windows. Well, actually, we can even go 4 windows. Do I to do an inset. Scale Z, G, Z. Let's go a little bit higher. There we go. Come on like that. Select these 4. Control B to do a bevel. Select these. Control B to do a bevel. Let's grab these. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on. Scale Z. And then we can grab all this section in here. And E to extrude. There we go. Definitely there's got to be like a pipe or something coming in here. But what we'll do is we'll come back in and we'll do those parts kind of manually. I think that'll look well. And I mean, even if we've got a pipe coming out of here, but then what we'll do is rather than creating one model with that, we'll make that as kind of like an accessory to, you know, just like a greeble pretty much. So I think maybe that might work. So let's go Shift D. And from here, let's grab this. Oh my goodness, come on, get stuffed. G. Okay, where are we? Just trying to line it up with what we've got here. Ah, while we're at it, let's do this. Oh no, this is going to be difficult. So let's quickly, have I grabbed the right sections? Let's come in here and I can already tell that that was wrong. So, you're a jerk. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Let's come around. And so what I'm going to do here is, because this is our elevator, I'm going to just kind of make it, this section here, a light shaft. There we go. Come on. Nope. That one there. Now I can go into solid. C. C. Sweet. Get in there. And then let's go new materials. Let's go white light, assign, Shift S before we go into rendered mode. What? Whoops. Okay. Control I. Let's grab all that and we will assign it to that. Yeah, cool beans. All right. Where's our sun? Okay, our sun's coming from the top. So let's go now back into solid mode. And what we'll do from here is I'm going to put in an array modifier. 0 and Z1. And so the reason why I'm doing, oh no, that's not going to work. Oh yes, it will work. Is I'm going to line it up, and then that way I don't have to line up the other ones at a later stage. Yep, let's go like that. And now if I press apply, P separate by loose parts. Yes, in your face. And then we select all these. We go object, set origin to geometry to origin. No, origin to geometry. Nope. Actually, origin. The origin needs to move to that. And so what's happened here? Maybe this needs to become... What the heck are Botham's? Ah, that's why. Okay, so that's not going to work. Okay, undo. It's because the origin's moved from the center where I had it offsetted. Okay. That's okay. We'll deal with that later. That's a future market problem. Thanks, Alex. Idiot. Alright. Ah! Okay. There is a button to apply all modifiers. I don't know where it is now. Rather than searching for it, let's just quickly do this. Quickly put them in. See, there we go. Oh, lovely jubblies. Object, set origin, origin 3D cursor. There we go. Okay. So now, 2 hours, 5 minutes before the next Star Wars. So from here, how are we going to... Should we just go G, and we just start putting them in place? So what I'll do is I'll try and line up the windows. And then we make it like a shanty town. And so we're going to have kind of these boxes protruding. Oh. Actually, no, this might work out nice. Because if we've kind of got this shanty type town system type where everything's kind of hanging out at different angles, that means all the greebles in between, like pipage and whatever. Oh my goodness, that looks sick. Yes, we are doing that. Okay. So let's just go bring it like so. That's hanging out there. G, Y. All right. That is a great idea. And I'm just going to line up a few more. Okay. And actually, all that work with the modifiers is going to be obsolete, because what I'm going to do is I will duplicate these buildings, and then I will move them up by 3 and then rotate it on a weird angle. I know. I feel the brainwave happening. I'm getting excited. Is anyone else going to a midnight screening of Star Wars? That is the question. Will anyone else be there? Well, I know our cinemas are booked out already. In the nice comfy chairs. Chernobyls. So let's get rid of all... Oh, actually, let's move this off to the side. Maybe be a better choice. Okay. G, X, Y. Get over there. Just in case I need you. What number is this? Let's go like that. Control V. I don't even have to... I hate you. Origin, set origin to geometry. And let's go Control V. Are you the same height now? You are not, because you suck. G, Z. There we go. Alright, cool beans. From here, this will be a lot easier. Why would you bother? No! No! No. I don't know. It's Star Wars. It's a classic. It will be a classic. Star Wars is the whole reason. I know you've probably heard me talk about this on a stream before, but Star Wars is the whole reason why I got into 3D. And I know the specific scene where I went, I want to know how to do that. And I can actually, let's bring it up. Let's find it. Let's go Star Wars Pod Racer. Oh, in caps. Okay. Let's just make sure my desktop audio is turned down, which will. So, let me find the video. Actually, probably go to YouTube. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get demonetized for this. Okay, so Pod Racer scene. No audio, good. I'm trying to find it. I think it's more to this section. Nope. Oh, actually. Nope. I'm trying to find. Oh, is that it there? Oh, where is it? Oh, come on. Oh, it's not that one. Oh, actually, is it this shot? Dang it. Anyway, there's a shot where the pod racers are in the canyon. Oh, I'm really... And the shadow is coming off the canyon and kind of like illuminating half the pod racer. And I just went, that's what I want to do. And so I just started doing Blender. I found a free, obviously it was for free back in the day. Well, it still is free. What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know where it is now. I got to find that clip. Anyway, we're not here for me to watch go through that. And that's what it is. You got to end the cycle. I mean, especially if you feel disappointed, you're like, I mean, I wasn't happy with how certain things happened, but I'm still going to go and I want to see. I want to see the end of the saga. How does it end? Who is she? Who is she? That is the question. She's a nobody. Get stuffed. That's what I gotta say. She's gotta be somebody. Is she a Kenobi? Is she the Emperor's daughter? I don't know. I don't know. Was she destined to be a Sith? These are all the hard-hitting questions. That one. Actually, what we'll do is just go Shift Z 3. I'm just gonna. Oops. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks schmick. If I don't say so myself, that kind of looks cool. Let's see if I can grab all this, deselect this, deselect that, Shift D Z. Oh, funnily enough. Oh no, that is. Oh no, it's not rotating on the. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Let's give it a big rotate. Oh, is that? Does it look alright? I think it looks alright. No, this section as well. Come on. I hate you. Suck. GZ, bring them back down. There we go. But yes, no, I want to see the end of the saga. It's, you know, I was born when Jedi came out. What you 77, 81, 83, 84 or something. So I want to see it. Just finish it off. I think that looks pretty cool. And then we've got this box here, and that'll kind of disrupt a whole bunch of stuff as well. Let's go back into wireframe. We are now into 1 hour, 1 hour 56 minutes. All right, cool beans. Let's go. Let's get rid of. No. Delete that. And then what I'll do is I'm just going to cheat, and we'll come in here and select this cylinder. GZ E to extrude, but let's scale. Oh, right. Let's now scale there, and E to go up. Spicy. Shift S. Oh, what's the poly count? So definitely I'll have to come in and remove some of these lights. But I mean, that kind of, where's my distance? If we go view, if I'm too far away, you can't see, but if you bump up this number, and let's say you're back here. Yeah. Doesn't look too bad. Black, I want full black. And then you kind of start approaching, and you can see that there's all these buildings under here, and yeah, that doesn't look too bad. All right, let's select this section, Control L, P, separate by, oh, dang it. Let's go, whoa. Control L, P, separate by selection. And what we're going to do now is I'm just going to create this section here. I get stuffed. Let's go scale on the Y. Select that edge loop, and we'll continue to scale it in on the Y axis. And we'll do the same here. I scale Y in scale. Cool, bananas. And then what I can do now is I'm just going to put some edge loops around the place. And for those who have watched my videos now for a bit, will know that this is how I create sci-fi panels. No, come on. Okay. And then I'm going to come in. So what we might do is I might make big sci-fi panels and then come in afterwards and kind of just go progressively smaller. I think that'll probably work out well. Subdivision, no, I want solidify modifier. Let's go 0. And let's just expand that out. And now when I start, let's go like delete, oops, Control B to do a bevel. And I can go delete faces. And then if we come in here, we can see that now I've got this panel that's been taken out. Okay, let's go. And so now we're just going to be very generous. Control B. Actually, I should work out a number. So Control B, probably about here. Where's the number? Offset 0.02. Whoops. 0.002. Control B, 0.02. Delete face. Then I can select this section, Control B, 0.02 face. And then we just start going to town. Control B, 0.02, delete faces. And then you can see that we're starting to, So what I did is I didn't duplicate that original mesh. Please go back far enough. Come on, go back. Go back. Back, 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 back. All the way, all the way, all the way. Come on. Okay, GZ. Oops. Control L, GZ. Yep. So now I just do Shift D, P, separate by selection. Select this. And let's go quickly put in some extra details. There we go. And do I have? That is the next question. Plating generator? Ah, that sucks. I was hoping for the plating generator. Let me just quickly go to Blender Market. Blender Market. Log in. Log in. Oh, remember me. So just quickly, I'm just jumping in. Oh, I got a message. Let's go to orders. I want plating generator download 2.8. So I've done a tutorial on how to use plating generator. Let's go preferences, install, up 1, up 2, that one. Downloads, and what on earth is that symbol? Okay. Plating generator, let's turn that on. Okay, so now if I go space and go plating, generate plates. Okay, then we can go plates. How does this work? Plating pattern. Amount 250. Oh, that's looking a bit better. Maximum height. Yeah, cool beans. What are these? Let's go maybe 0.05 to bring that up. Grooves are fine. Corners, they're fine. I don't want rivets. Let's check the greebles. What is the greebles going to give us? I want plates. Yep, I want them definitely. Amount. Yeah, let's just bump it up to 250 as well. Ills. I don't like those circle ones. They're ugly. Grooves. Oh, yeah. I know. I need to check the tutorial. Sure. Let's just stick with that. That's so. I'll come back and fix these up. You know what Marco forgot to do? Let's undo this. Please undo. Let's go W subdivide. W subdivide. So now we've got a stupid amount of mesh. Now let's go into generate plates. I need to make a tutorial for hard ops because hard ops is just a beast. There is so much to it. All right, there we go. Plates. Plating pattern. Random seed, sure. Let's change those numbers. Come on, computer. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Plates. Dun, 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 dun. That's all fine. Plate bevel, offset, beautiful grooves. Selection, greebles. I want to bump up those greebles. 500 million. Yes. And what we'll do is I'll probably come in and get rid of that section in there because that's going to be probably so heavily packed. Well, funnily enough, bushfires near me. This is the bushfires map of Australia. And if we zoom in, this is Canberra, and this is the nearest bushfire. So yeah, there's a big bushfire. It's about, at the moment, all of Australia is about 10 times the size of the Amazon bushfire, where everyone went, oh my goodness, there's a big bushfire in the Amazon, or the Amazon fire. Yeah, we're fires. And especially because it's 42 degrees. So 42 degrees Celsius, which is C2F 42, 107. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a sucky day. All right, so we've got this. Okay, so let's clear out this section. I'm going to try and get an edge loop. V to rip. Control L. Nope, went the wrong way. Ah, you suck. All right, so that means what I'll do is come like this. I am in solid mode, yes. Let's go C. I'm just going to select this outer area. And we'll hide this section. Ah! Oh no, that's fine. Cool beans. Let's go now into Control L. No. Why are you're not connected? You are connected. There we go. Hide. Control L. There we go. Hide. And we've got, look at all these greebles we've got lying about. So I'm just going to quickly grab most of these now. And if I delete some, I'm not too fussed. Control L, you jerk. Actually, I can select everything. Let's go C, middle mouse, and we'll deselect all this stuff. And let's go hide. And then we select all this. Beautiful. Deselect all that. Delete vertices. There we go. And so now if I go Alt-H, we don't have all those vertices in here, but now we've got plenty of plates, and then we can come over the top afterwards and start creating more plating that sits over the top. So that's worked out fine. Did it help us in time? Let's just say yes. Okay, save that now. 2 hours, 43 minutes. Okay. So from here, let's grab this section. What are we going to do? What are we going to do in this area? Did I do it again? No. Good. What are we going to do for this section? I'm a fan of that. Some sort of power needs to be in here. I do like the non-symmetrical stuff that we've got going here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? This is what we'll do. Sci-fi space station. So if you ever need inspiration, Google images. What are we looking at? Let's have a look. Look at this. Pretty much they're all cylindrical. Well, that bit there maybe. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Something like that. All right, let's do that. So from here, Shift S, cursor to world origin. Let's create a new mesh. We'll go a cube, GZ. So something like this. I'm going to bring this whole section in, Shift Z, and let's go like so. Oh, this is going to get annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate by 90 degrees. And then I can work side views just like so. Maybe let's create, now it's sideways. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. We're in space. There's any orientation. But you kind of want everything match. That's fine. Let's do I to do an inset scale. Scale on the Y. GY. Let's put in there a mirror. Select this side, delete vertices. Let's go into add a mirror modifier. Lovely jubblies. Let's select this section, E to extrude. Press the clipping button, GX, bring that back in, delete face. And now what we've kind of got is a smaller hangar bay. Yeah, much smaller hangar bay, which people can access. Okay, Alt R. There we go. All right. So from here, what I would like to do is let's put our 3D cursor here. Oop. Why is my cursor not moving? I've hidden my cursor somehow. Ah, you suck. Shift S cursor to select it. What have I done? All right. This is slightly frustrating. Okay, Shift A, cube. Where's that going to go? Did I what? Delete. Cursor to origin. Icosphere. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. I must have had something open. That was weird. No, what is going on? Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this cylinder. Let's bring this down, and this would be kind of like a semi-exhaust. Because why not? It's a space station. The space station still needed to exhaust, I guess, depending on what fuel they're using. I actually don't know what a space station would run on. It's pronounced nuclear. And then we'll bring that back up. GZ scale on the Z axis. 1022 hour 48. And let's just go smooth that. Object data auto smooth. All right. What I would like to do is definitely select this edge here, here, and here. Control B to do a bevel. Let's grab this and move it over a little bit. Move it up a little bit. There we go, cool beans. And then definitely we can come in and put in some like pipes that go up through there. I think that'll look nice. This section in here. Nope, I said in here. Whoop. I to do an inset. E to extrude. Let's go Control B. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Do the same up here. Control B. All right, nice. Let's do greeble again. Nope, plating. That's not going to work. Control Z. Select everything. Actually, let's duplicate this section in here. So P, separate by selection. And then we can select all this. W, subdivide. Not that section. Oh, far out. Okay, so let's go like so. And so what I'm going to do is kind of just create a more the mesh to be a little bit cleaner, so I can go delete faces. Let's go like this. Alt M. No, sorry. That's a face. Scale Y. Okay, now I'm getting tired. Come on. Scale. Control B. Come on. Oh, far out. Come on. You can do this. GG. Okay. Yes. Now I'm getting frustrated. That vertex needs to go there. Alt M last. No. Yes. No. These vertices here. So what I'm trying to do is just decent topology. So it's clean. No. Size X. Size Y 0. GY. Let's just line that up. And we'll deselect that. GY. Scale Y0. GY. Okay. Ah, so that works out fine. Okay, so from here, we can go now. Delete, delete, delete. 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 Faces. There we go. Yes. Okay, that's working now. Good. Delete edge. And then I can select this. Face. 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 Scale. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, we're cooking with gas now. B. Size Z 0. Oh, but anyway, as I was going to say before, luckily enough, I was able to upgrade the computer earlier this year. And so I'm rocking a Ryzen 3900X. So that has been a very good lifesaver. Why are you not connected? Alt M by distance. There we go. So yes, that's been very good for me. Because YouTube is slowly starting to pay a little bit, which is nice. Let's go GX, Y, and obviously I can claim a little bit back on tax. So technically, it's not too bad. Okay, from here, let's clean up. I need to kind of go like this. Let's delete these two faces. Whoa! Faces only. Delete face. Delete edge. I can just go delete edge. And then we can go GG. Move that all the way over. Like so. GG. GG. Move that all the way over. And then I'm going to roughly put in some boxes. And that's so when Alt M by distance, and so that when I put in the greeble, add on, so I can go W subdivide. Let's put another like so. There we go. Everything's roughly the same. Now I can go plating generator, and we should see it should splice up quite nicely now. Freaking sick. Didn't have to do anything on that one. Forgot to duplicate, so let's just go Control Z, Control Z, Shift D, P. I know it's already there. Greeble plating. Okay. good. And I can now just move that off into the distance, and we'll deal with that at a later stage. So that's not too bad. So I was very quickly able to create actually pretty good plates for that. All right, so where else have we got? We got a whole bunch of stuff up here. Let's do the same for this box. P, separate by selection. And I'm just going to slice it up a little bit. Like so. Like so. Let me put one in there. Fairly equal. Probably could be better. Let's go W, subdivide. Nope. Select everything. Nope. There we go. W, subdivide, pull, generate plates again. And how's that looking? Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Because AMD was a lot cheaper than an Intel. And they were pretty much on par with each other. So, and I really haven't found that I've got any performance issues. Everything's been working well. This CPU renders faster than my GTX 980. So when I'm rendering like in cycles, easy jubblies. And so that's helped with rendering out animations quite nicely. Sure, my work computer's got 44 cores, but that's a beast. Alright, so that's looking quite nice. We haven't really done much. I've got to work on this central section. I don't know what to do with it. We've got this part here. I do like this part. It kind of breaks up that repetition. This section down here, I don't know what to do. I am a fan. I really do like this bit. Probably, maybe the same thing that we did up here. Where's my elevator? I do have an elevator in here somewhere, which is now irrelevant. There it is. So let's maybe move that to here-ish. But what I'm going to do is select that, scale, Shift Z, and we'll just make it like a big elevator. And we will plop it about there. I have no idea what the heck that means. I mean, an Intel again, over 24 cores. Yeah. Oh, Threadripper. Oh, I would love it. But that's rather expensive. Maybe for the next computer. Hopefully, if enough people like and subscribe to the channel, I'll plug it in again. Hopefully, I can get to 10,000. The next computer, which technically I shouldn't be upgrading for a long time, but I would love to get a new graphics card. Dual something. However, my computer's now a slim box, so I can only fit one graphics card in there. It should fit a 2080, but one can dream. That's the far future. I'm not gonna worry about that too much just yet. Okay, let's move you off into the distance. I think probably a 2080 should be suffice for me, but at the end of the day, I'm not. Well, actually, I don't know how. I don't know what would be better to render. Would it be better to render with the 2080 or the CPU 3900X? I don't know. It'd be something I would have to. Control Z. It would be something I'd have to test. I've always gone NVIDIA, luckily enough. I would have been very disappointed. Control S. Here I am. One can only dream. One day it'll be a dream come true. That's actually looking quite nice. That's actually looking nice. I think more needs to be put. More of these greebles need to be put on. Ah, spicy. Wow. That's cool. That's good information. I will remember that. So that's not too bad. I'm actually liking how it looks in there. Yeah, wow. I do like this section. Actually, I really like this. This is coming along nice. Nice. So let's just quickly do some dummy stuff in here, just to give it a little bit of extra love, because it got nothing. Control B. Put in a bevel. Let's come into here. 2 materials. This one can be white light, assign. And so now we've kind of got this material in there. The space elevator. All these boxes. Definitely get rid of some of these lights. Oh, I'm thinking now. What have I done? Anyway, so we've got this section. I do like this section. Something needs to come in the middle. What are we going to do in the middle? I don't know. I like the fact that there is an offset down here. Obviously, these pieces are the old stuff. So let's just go GY and move it off to the edge. These are our windows. Yes, you would. From here, let's just check what Cycles says. Cycles says, stand on your feet. So it's not too bad. And some really good definition. And once a texture is applied, let's just do it. Let's go into Extreme PBR Combo. Let's save first. Let's go into Metal. What I really need, I need to speak with Adriana. You need to sell a kidney to buy top. Some docking refill spires coming off big ships. Yeah, so that was what this intention was. But I think you're right. Maybe I might even put it down here as well. I think that's a good idea. Maybe off the back here. What was I going to do? I was going to apply a material. I want a dull material. Let's go map starter kit. All these. Don't want displace. I'm not going to worry about that now. Add new. Whoops. No. You should be going there. Oh, ploppers. Okay, let's go up here. Change this to metal. Whoops. Apply scale. Okay, let's go smart UV project. Oakley dokley. Oh boy. I didn't think about that. Okay, that's fine. Let's go into UV editing. Oh, look how ugly that UV is. However, N. Okay. Whoa. Hey, settle. UVPackmaster. Pack that puppy. What? You drunk? Smart UV project. Sorry, let's do that again. And then you'll see how much wasted space there is. And then we go pack. Oh, look at that. Nice. And then if we come back into layout, that does look somewhat better. However, if we come back into material, let's go into the shading. scale. If I want it, I want to go 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. Is that right? No, I've gone the wrong way. 5. Oops, that's 50, 50, 50. Okay, maybe go 10. Come on. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, that's not too bad. What I need to come do is come back in and pick random plates. Let's do that now. So if we come back into layout, I'm just going to go back into solid mode. Tab into edit mode. Let's deselect everything. I can do select up here. Select random. I want 10%. And then if I go Control L, it didn't work. Okay, let's do that again. Random. Oh, that's because all the edges aren't. Oh, ploppers. Let's go faces. Select random. Ah, see, we can do it like this. We can go 25% of faces. Oh, but that's going to look like rubbish. Oh, but we can get away with it. So now if I come down here and select kind of like this gold one, add new. Let's go apply, assign, sorry. And then if we come into rendered view. It doesn't really work. It does work to an extent. Oops, something disconnecting. Kind of works to an extent. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not working at all. Dang it. No. Control Z. Control Z. There we go. So I've got to work out a way to go into edge mode, select. Can I select any? Select sharp edges. V to rip. I can't rip. You're kidding me. You suck. I'm going to have to do it. Oh, I can't even do it manually because I can't do Control L. Ploppers. It's a future markers problem. But it's all coming along quite nicely. I'm fairly chuffed with it. We're at an hour 20. It is. I kind of like, I kind of got that idea from there. I'm just trying to put my own spin on it. Metal 2. This one needs to be metal 2. Yeah, there we go. And then if I come down here, this can be metal 2. Tab U, Smart UV Project, Oakley Dokley, UV Editing. This is the best add-on. If you get one add-on, get UVPackmaster. That is the bee's knees. Let's select this U, Smart UV Project. And you can kind of see how much wasted there is. Is it wasted? It's all wasted. And then if you go pack, it should look a lot better. There we go. It's now nice and packed. Yeah, cool beans. And then if we come back into here. Oh boy, I'm losing voice. It's not too bad. I am going to have to bake the textures though. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Definitely put some colored pipes coming through here. This section up here, Smart UV Project. An hour 15. Hour 17. And select this. Pack. Look at that. So from here, let's come into layout, Shift S, and we will save that up into the cloud. Metal 2. But definitely, yeah, there's got to be I got to break this apart. So probably all the greebles. So if I just try this quickly, Control L, Control I, assign, add new. Oh, get stuffed. Ah, shush. Oh, metal 19. Then hopefully that breaks it up a little bit. Okay, so let's come back into metal 19. Let's go into shading. Let's bump this up to 20, 20, 20. And that's given all that a little bit of extra information. Definitely kind of like weather vanes that sit under Bespin. I think that'll look cool. I should probably Control L, shade smooth, shade smooth, and we come into object data, normals, and auto smooth. So that's looking cool. All right. I am getting tired. I'm making silly mistakes. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button. Help me out. Get me to 10,000. Hopefully by the end of the year. Does anyone have any questions before we finish up? Maybe, perchance. I will be streaming on Sunday. At the moment it's 11. I'll probably be streaming on Sunday from 9, so 2 hours before whatever your current time is. Modeling your hobby. It is a hobby. However, I've turned it now into a bit of a profession. I used to be an Microsoft Exchange admin, but now I am a senior 3D and VR developer. So yes, it's become a bit of a it has become a profession. If you want to have a look, there we go. There's some 3D printed lures, or a lure that I'm creating. That's for another channel, Drew Int Moss or something. So go check out his channel when that comes out. But I'm designing 3D printing stuff as well. But yeah, so I'm doing a lot of internal training at the moment. We're creating kind of like a customer aggression training for frontline staff, and that's more desensitizing people to it. I know that sounds terrible, that you have to desensitize someone to customer aggression. There shouldn't be any customer aggression, but unfortunately in the line of work that we have, that's what we do. There's plenty of that. We've also got workplace health and safety, where you get put into an office space and got to find all the OH&S security and privacy risks. And we do that in VR. So rather than opening up a PowerPoint presentation and going next, cool, I know everything about it, we send them over into a office space, and then they actually got to find all the objects. And then we've got a visual disability simulator. So when you put on the VR headsets, you cycle through all the different color blindnesses, monochromacy, glaucoma, which is kind of like tunnel vision, macular degeneration, which is kind of like a big circle of black wherever the center of your eye is, detached retina. We show how what it looks like to have a detached retina, which is pretty horrendous. One of my colleagues has had a detached retina, and he went, that is exactly what it looks like. So that's very positive to have someone say, yes, that is exactly what it is. Detached retina, and some diabetes one, which is kind of like all, kind of like blotches all over your eyesight. I keep forgetting what that one's called. I really should check it up. So we've got those 3 main projects. I have been watching a lot of DEF CON videos, and so I'm thinking, what can I do for... so DEF CON is the hacking conference, and I find that it's more... The reason why I watch it is more about the culture, and also pen testing. I love hearing the stories about pen testing, but it's more changing people's cultures to be more security focused. Because where we work, as soon as you walk through the turnstiles, it's like we're in a secure area. But we're not that secure, because once somebody gets in, they're in a secure area, and we still got to keep, staff still need to keep that mindset to question. If you see someone without a pass, well, maybe go say, hey, what's going on? So, thinking of a game like that, I think that'd be a good game. I'd really love to do some sort of mental health game. Some mental health virtual experience. And it's either simulating what it's like to have one. There was one that I was thinking about doing, like Alzheimer's, like the old memory game where, you've got 12 cards and you flip 2 over at a time, and then you've got to kind of remember where they are. But my thought was maybe as they get flipped back over, they kind of get rearranged, and that kind of simulates dementia, that you're like, no, that was there. I was sure it was there. But my boss is like, no, that's just you being a jerk. So it can be done. We're also trying to do visualization in VR, but that's tricky. It's tricky to work out what somebody wants visualized when they don't know what they want. So, but yeah, anyway. Any other questions? This space station, if you want to download it, it is available through my Patreon. So if I open up, let's have a look. I got quite a few course files on there. So for instance, oh my goodness, I got that old one there. So we've got the fishing lure that I've been creating, which I've just shown you before. This is available on there. So if you want to 3D print that kind of stuff. Modest Pelican. I actually made a game for Modest Pelican. Nobody watches my Unreal Engine 4 videos, which is really unfortunate. So if we come into stats, actually I don't care, it's fine. So if we come into YouTube, and then we go, so there you go, you can see my roughly month videos. UE4, show all. You can see that, the numbers aren't there. That one was a good one, but I kind of, that was because nobody else had a destructible mesh, so I got to update that video. But Unreal Engine is not that popular. Whereas all my add-on videos, they're doing pretty good. So it's a very big difference. I did stream how I made the game for, what do you call it? The Epic Game Jam. So I do have a full, pretty much a live stream the whole thing. And that game's available on the $5 tier as well. The only problem is that virus blockers, virus checkers will set it as a virus, which is really unfortunate, because I've made 2 games so far, and I made one for Modest Pelican, which is another Australian YouTuber. However, it is kind of sus opening up executables from unknown sources. 1 hour, 7 minutes. So, yeah. And yeah, look, I might leave it there. Thank you very much, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Please, if you come across one of my videos, share the video. Try and get me to that 10,000 mark. I want to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. Apparently, Social Blade says give it 18 days, but I'm like, Anyway, I'm off to watch Star Wars in just over an hour. Thank you very, very much for joining me, guys. And until next time, or until Sunday when I'll stream again, I'll talk to you then.